Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Broncos will boot it away to start the game. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here for the offense. Give to the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He'll field the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mancuso. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. He's got his man, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. The Wolverines pick up the 1st down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Touchdown, Wolverines! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
To the air. It's Mancuso. Gets it to the back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. The Broncos want to pick up the tempo.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all.
Going over the top. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Steps away. He'll let one go down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. Fires downfield. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First down here for the offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score tied 7-7.
second down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing. And again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
He's going to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to throw, it's Mancuso. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Looking to throw it again. Quarterback adapting. Bought a little time, lets it go. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It can get frustrating chasing that quarterback, but you got to pull up. The roughing the passer penalty gives them the first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Third and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibbs. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
It's now 4th and goal.
Using his feet. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Boise State.
And I love these design runs, bold in those situations. Gotta have it. I know I get an extra blocker with now my quarterback running the football, being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Looking to throw on second down. Buying some time. Unleashes one. Got his man to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Wants to throw on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Handoff to the lone back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They'll go with a quick touch pass. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. On the move. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Broncos! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into half.
And he reels it in inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
29 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. He's looking for a man on second down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Michigan. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
In the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll call for the fair catch here. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to throw, it's Mancuso. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Second down.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Boise ready to send out that offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mancuso. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The handoff as they run the counter play here. At the 45 on its way. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Looking for room. It's Gibbs. Got room at the 35. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Broncos look to keep this drive humming. The give to the tailback. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. No huddle offense to the line. They'll try the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good game before the stop is made. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Touchdown, Broncos! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate the champions.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down.
Michigan offense will take over 1st and 10.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Knight. After the filthy move, he's got room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
number 80.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They'll run this play from the pistol. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Bounced off his feet.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small game and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Now when you got a running back like that, he just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on fourth down.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Might as well give it to him again.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll go to the ground. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. He's got it. Touchdown, Boise State. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, give me one more.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. He gets it into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion extends this lead to 8. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drop, just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Going up top on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
This crowd is rising up, trying to help its defense make a stand on the two-point try. Powers forward. He's not going to get there. Running and trying to tie this game up late, and the defense is able to stop him. The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.